Howdy there, I'm that indie games guy, and if you're here, then you're exactly like me. You love indie games and want to know what games will be coming out in the future. Or if you're watching this from the future, games that have already been released. This video, I'll explore a whole list of indie games that are set to be released shortly. These could be games you've already wishlisted, or unknown gems. Let me know in the comments below if you like the look of any of these games, and let the video commence. Starting the week off with a VR experience that will put you fully into the survival horror of the exclusion zone. You'll need to loot for resources to survive, fight off bandits, and hunt for mystical artifacts. This is ConVRgence, and it's basically Stalker, but you play with a VR headset on your head. Make sure you get all your looting done before night falls. Things get a little worse when the moon starts shining down on you. This is an extraction shooter, very much like Tarkov but minus the PvP. You'll need to gear up in hope of finding better gear, as that's what this risk is all about. If you die while wearing anything that is uninsured, it's lost forever to the void. Make sure you get back with better gear and sell things that you find to make money. This is how the cycle continues. ConVRgence is all about making sure you nail that first shot, as you don't want to be chased around while in VR. It's too scary every time you turn around and something's just in your face. I'll be taking my best gear all the time to make sure nothing even gets close to me. It's time for us to pick an awesome character and slay hundreds or thousands of enemies on our quest to conquer an ever-changing labyrinth. This is Shadow of the Depth, a top-down Metrovania that will allow you to choose from 5 different and very distinct characters, as you face the darkness and try to show that light always prevails. This game is stunning. The art style had me sold immediately, as these character designs give us everything that we need. All hand drawn and ready to show that they've got what it takes to carry you through to the end of this labyrinth. Each character has different playstyles, so you'll need to figure out which is best for you, and make sure to practice and tailor your craft to ensure safety. Shadow of the Depth is an action-packed top-down beauty. Combo moves will become unstoppable as you carve your way through whatever stood in front of you, and keep up the fast pace to keep going even when it looks like it's all over, because remember, it's never over. In all honesty, the Alien Isolation game scared me a lot. Having to hide and slowly make my way through the game, I think those are the type of thrillers that really put me on edge. So let's look at one that is basically the purge. This is Jawbreaker, a survival horror that is all about keeping out the way of a terrifying gang that are stalking you wherever you go. So try and keep out of their way and find an escape so you can live another day. A great economic collapse has forced people to join gangs or crews to fight for resources against one another. You belong to a pretty small group whose resources are nearly empty, and you've been the only one tasked with looting a nearby police station. But sadly, this was always a trap from the start. Now the group that you've been with are hunting you. You'll need to hide, run, and fight when needed to survive. Jawbreaker is basically giving us the game of, can we survive the purge? But they're throwing in a taste of Saw in a way, with this weird horror setting which I could see actually in a Saw movie. I hope the game allows us to feel like the person, and have that sense of, I don't want to move or they'll find me, as for me, that is what really makes a horror. It's time to once again save mankind. It seems pretty much every day something new is attacking humans and pushing us to extinction. Now it's time for one badass lady to save us all. This is Phantom Fury, a retro action shooter that's the sequel to Ion Fury. Set many years after the original, you'll get pulled out of your coma, and with your new biotic arm, have to kick ass once again. Head all around the USA, as this game will take you to a seedy hotel in Albuquerque, packed streets of Chicago, and abandoned facilities in Los Alamos. This isn't going to be a walk in the park. You'll need to make sure that everywhere is safe before you move on. Take on the fight against fellow soldiers who've sided with the enemies, strange vicious cyborgs, and battle in epic boss fights that will make you look tiny. Phantom Fury is a must if you enjoyed the original, but it will also be a fantastic game without even playing the first one. You don't need to worry and think, oh, if I've not played this one, how will I know the second one? And I know for a fact that Phantom Fury will just be a wild ride that will have you begging for more action by the end anyway. Whilst I know this is being published by EA, a big hiss at EA, the game itself is being developed by the group that brought us Lost in Random, and I really enjoyed that game, so I had to include it in this list. This is Tales of Kenzera, Zao, an action-adventure Metrovania that is a beautiful tale of a boy trying to reclaim his father's spirit, which has been taken by the god of death. You'll play as Zao, whose late father has left him something very special. Once you start to read this Bantu tale that's been left for you, you see a new journey open up in front of your eyes. Travel through unknown lands as your cosmic powers will allow you to search for your father's soul. You can see a lot of love and soul has been poured into this game. This is all about facing your own emotions. An internal battle most of us face will be put on display. Fighting yourself always seems like the hardest battle. Tales of Kenzera Zao will be an emotional roller coaster. We'll have the ups as we discover new parts of ourselves as we search for more answers, but we'll also experience lows as we realise parts of us that we've always been hiding from. Make sure to be ready to experience feelings we normally don't see within a video game. It's time for a party game that has us punching and punching and punching some more as we aim to be the last Rumbler standing. This is Rumble Club, and the first rule of Rumble Club is just tell everyone about Rumble Club. It's really rather good and we want as many people rumbling. Rumble Club is a physics-based beat-them-up battle royale where you can work in a team with friends or go solo and attempt to knock off the other 19 rumblers to gain the crown. As the game's slogan says, don't fall, don't stumble, rumble. This is all about getting as close to your opponents as possible to give them a good old fashioned bop to the face. Your aim is to try and knock everyone off the stage, lure people into traps that you've set so they can fall straight off, or just wrestle to see who has the better luck when you're so close to the edge. Rumble Club is all about fun. You'll never get it right each time, but that's the best part really. Learning how others play, seeing all the cool and wacky gadgets, and just seeing how well you can do. If you don't win, get your coins and jump straight into another game, as I'm sure you'll win the next one. We have a game that is going to be releasing into early access from the amazing developers that brought us Grifflands and Oxygen Not Included. Kelly Entertainment will be giving us another gem with Rotwood, an online co-op dungeon crawler. You and your friends need to grab some gear, head out into the Rotwood and try and defend this safe haven. Without you, everyone would already be done for. Dungeon crawlers are normally all about swinging as fast as you can and hoping you kill everything before they can get you. Well, that's how I play them anyway. But in Rotwood, you'll need to know how to best use certain skills and abilities so you're not left vulnerable. Perfect your art and get better with each and every run through the wood. There is something about the art style that just really excites me about this game. It's kind of cute but creepy at the same time. It's really giving me the vibes of wanting to go out into the wood and see what's out there. Rotwood is all about getting better with time and proving you can save everyone. You won't be taking on the last boss on your first run, but here is what I do know. You'll fall in love on that first run, as it will push you to play over and over again until you can finally say, I did it. We have a game that I covered during Steam Next Fest and it's finally being released. So many amazing games were shown during all the demo releases and this game did not disappoint, giving us cute and serious. This is Oddsparks, an automation adventure, an exploration base building game that does allow multiplayer. You can set out into the world knowing that you can build fully automated bases with the help of some little friends that you find along the way. The little friends that will work for you and follow you are called Sparks, and without them, this just wouldn't be possible. Your base won't have conveyor belts or robots to do the work for you. You'll need to assign your Sparks to do all the work manually, as they'll replace the machines from our world. They'll transport goods from one machine to another and even craft the goods needed for later on in the game. Think your Sparks need some time to get some fresh air? Take them out journeying with you. They make fine warriors when faced with the unknown. Use them to take down beasts at double your size and have them carry the loot back for you. They just love to help really. Oddsparks is all about learning how to best use the little sparks and make it as efficient as you can. Get a friend involved as you carve out the world together and show that you have what it takes to lead your village into the new age, the Spark Age. Sandbox games are fantastic. You can do whatever you want and just chill at your own pace. You don't need to rush around to try and save something or do something before the world ends. It's more just about exploring and seeing wherever your imagination can take you to see what you can make. This is Minicology, an interstellar survival sandbox set within a very small miniverse. This whole universe is yours to explore. You'll land on tiny planets that you might even be able to walk around in a minute, but it's normally what's inside that counts. Make sure to collect resources to survive. Dig down into these planets to see whatever goodies are inside, or terraform the planet to become completely different and plant different trees and crops for other resources. It's down to you to come up with the best solution to any problem you might face. And you will face a few. You're not only the ones around this neck of the universe, make sure to defend yourself when the enemies come a-knocking. Minicology is all about finding new and creative ways to push forward and progress in this miniverse. With each and every planet being procedurally generated, you'll always have something new to find when you pack your bags and move along to the next planet. Welcome to 1920s America. The Prohibition has started and you've decided to fight back against the law and look towards smuggling some of this booze for anyone who needs it. This is Bootleg Steamer, a roguelike adventure that is all about embarking on a little quest to make as much money as possible while avoiding the law, dealing with shady mafia, or any financial pitfalls that will come your way from your little steamboat. This point-and-click adventure will see you trying to buy cheap and flip high. Look for underground brewers who will need to get the stock gone and take it around other cities to see who will pay the most for the booze. It's all about supply and demand. Upgrade your steamboat to carry more alcohol, be faster, or be harder to spot when the coast guards are on lookout for people trying to do some shady dealings. Weather will play a major part in striking rich. If the clouds decide it's thunder and lightning time, make sure you look towards pulling aside. It's better to survive another day than lose everything. Bootleg Steamer is a unique gem that will have you travelling across America to sell alcohol. You'll get to see what happened during a prohibition from different sides, and to me that is a massive plus. I don't know too much about it, but I'm looking forward to learning more as I play this game. And that there is the end of our list of games being released this week. Let me know in the comments if you'll be picking any of these games up, or if you've seen any other games around. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye!